Hello friends. All right, we are doing a voiceover today, so welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Amber and welcome. I am mama to all. I am a busy mama and I share a multitude of different content: food bank hauls, cooking, how we utilize that food that we receive, canning, preserving, gardening, chickens. I share my life with you, my ups and my downs. So if you enjoy that style of content, that kind of stuff, real life, this channel is built for you. Join the family, hit that subscribe button. What you are seeing is, it is July 4th in this video. Not when you're seeing it, but in this video it is. And I am trying to peel off that back skin layer off of some beef ribs that I had in the freezer because I wanted some ribs for dinner. However, your girl fell asleep on the sofa and took a 2.5 hour sofa nap. And therefore, I did not have the 4 hour time to have them on the grill for 4 hours. So I had to come up with something different on how I was going to get them cooked to where they would be nice and tender. Because if you know a beef rib, you know they are not the most tender piece of meat. So here I am again, just trying to get it out, pull it off. It was a hot day today. We had that nice cooler weather for the beginning of the week, and then July 4th, that Thursday, and it is hot as ever. But it is what it is. We made the best of it. Josh and I, we were both off from our main job, which is, rooms to go. And I did not do any door dashing today. I figured I was going to take the day and relax. And guys, that's exactly what I did. I relaxed. I slept in. I took care of my chickens and my dogs and all of that. We had some lunch, and then I sat on the sofa, and it just, from there, your girl, she closed her eyes and she fell asleep. It was very nice though, so I'm not complaining on that. It's not something I do very often. And as you can see here, I am trying to get them in an Instant Pot. At first I was going to cook them in the crock pot, but then I figured the beef ribs, I will put them in this Instant Pot. And so that's what you see me here. I am just playing Jenga, trying to get them in there. Maybe it's called Tetris, like where you're just trying to fit everything in there. So that's what I am doing there. And I know I told you guys to ask questions if you would like to. I haven't been able to read all the comments on my last video, but I did see Jennifer ask about door dashing, and yes, I am still door dashing. I door dash on the weekends. I have had to figure out what works best for my family and our schedule, and so yes, I work around my main job, and I'm not overdoing it. I still have to be able to focus and be me and be rested to be able to provide for my family. So I DoorDash on the weekends, but if I'm tired or feeling exhausted or feeling overwhelmed, then I will stop. I will tell myself I'm going to be okay, and I'm going to come home and we're going to be just fine. So I don't overdo it anymore. And I'm sorry guys, I'm just moving you all around, but I just figured I'd bring you over here, give you a little bit of a headache moving you around, so that you can see me put them in the Instant Pot. So there we have it. I actually used beef stock in here, so that's where I just disappeared, was to go to my shelving and find a box of beef broth, beef stock. I need to actually can some once the weather gets cooler. So what I've been doing is putting all my bones in the freezer. That way when the weather turns cold and I can do a lot of canning, I can pull them out and make some stock and get it canned up. but I have no homemade beef broth on the shelf. I still have chicken and turkey. So that's what you see here is I'm just putting the liquid in there, and we're going to close it. And I actually put these on for regular pressure. I don't know, everybody's Instant Pot is different, but it's like low, medium, and high pressure. I just did it in the middle, the medium, and I let it go for actually 90 minutes. Yeah, I had to do math in my head, guys. Yeah, 90 minutes, so an hour and a half. I wanted them to be super tender because, like I said, I fell asleep. I didn't have 4 hours to get dinner done. And as far as Josh, yes, he is still working his part-time job. He is loving it, actually. It's a decent job. I mean, it's something different than what he's not used to it. He delivers medications to your assisted living facilities, and he actually really enjoys it, which is awesome for him because it is something out of the norm, out of the realm for him. He is not a typical people person. Not that he doesn't like people. Me, I always joke and say I don't like people, and it's just that I'm just not a in real life, I like to do my own thing. I'm not one to do social gatherings and hang out with people. Him, same thing. He's just typically quiet. And this actually kind of brings him out of his shell a little bit. So I think it's been good for him. And as you see, I'm washing my hands, guys. I will wash my hands 10,000 times when handling the meat and food and in the kitchen, and try to clean as you go. I am going to use the crock pot. Why? Because I had 1 pack of pork ribs that I wanted. Josh does not like a fatty piece of meat. Pork ribs or spare ribs like I had, they have a lot of fat to them. So that's why there are beef ribs and pork ribs. There's only like 1 pack of the pork ribs, which I think it had 3 full-size ribs and like a partial one. So we have that. And I'm just, going to go find some seasonings, because I'm going to throw some seasonings on these pork ribs. They're going to put off enough liquid from cooking, enough fat, that I'm not going to put any additional liquid in these. I'm just going to put some dry rub on them and let it do its thing. So there we have it. We're just, waiting on me to come back. And I don't know if anyone's actually asked, but the door dashing has actually been very beneficial. Once I figured out my groove and how to work it in with my life and my existing schedule, so to say, it has been very helpful, guys. I am still waiting on my Sunbucks benefits card to come in the mail for that supplemental food, grocery, basically. So being able to DoorDash has allowed me to be able to go to the store and get the things that my family needs that we are not getting from a food pantry or food bank. I was going to go to my normal, the old Sunday food bank that I used to go to. However, when I went to their website, they are closed this weekend due to the holiday, which is understandable. The other one I go to on the weekends is also closed due to the holiday. So it looks like there will be no food bank this weekend. It's going to be okay though, not a big deal. So, and there you see my daughter sporting her red shirt. You know how kids are. She was in there, and I told her, don't worry, I'm doing a voiceover. So, but yes, that's my baby. That is not my oldest one. That is just my baby. She's only 13, so I hope everyone has had a wonderful 4th. Like I said, I'm doing a voiceover the day after. You guys will actually probably see this 2 days after, if everything works out right. But hey, and that's also something else, is I have had to figure out a recording schedule and what works for me. And so you guys no longer see the videos the day I record them. It's the next day or the day after, like 2 days after. So, but it works. And what you see right here, guys, cucumber from my garden. I'm just cutting it up because I'm going to make a super simple ranch pasta. I already have some pasta cooked, and I'm actually going to do two things with that pasta. You guys will see that because I have 2 people in the house that do not like pasta salad. Can you guess who that is? Josh and Katie. And then there's me and my oldest daughter, Hannah, that we do like pasta salad. So what am I doing for those that don't like pasta salad? I'm going to use the other macaroni noodles, and we're going to make a homemade mac and cheese later on in the video. But right now we're just prepping this tomato. I had a Roma tomato in my fridge. This is not from my garden, so I wanted to get it used up. I honestly don't remember exactly where I got this one. But we're going to get it used up and add it to a pasta salad. And there I am, just cutting all different ways. I mean, look at me. Don't worry though, I didn't cut myself. So I need to sharpen my knives. They are not the sharpest anymore. And that cutting board that you see I am cutting on, that is actually a handmade cutting board by Josh. He made that for me, let's see here, 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago he made that for me. It is made out of teak wood, which is really good for using in the kitchen. I even have a special oil that every so often you have to re-oil it. But yes, I try not to cut meats on this board. I try to use it for veggies only. However, you will see sometimes I will put raw meat on it. It happens, and when I do, I typically wash it with like a bleach solution, and then I make sure to re-oil it really well. And look at Belle back there. She's like, Mommy, what are you doing? Oh, wait, I see the camera. Look at her cuteness. She is my most gentle dog. If any of you have been curious about their personalities, Belle is the most gentle, caring dog I have. She's the quietest. She's the sweetest out of all of them. Like Gabby, I love Gabby. Gabby is a mama's girl. She is strictly my dog. That's my little Yorkie. But she has a little bit of a temperament when it comes to other people, and she's a very vocal dog. Andrew, he is also a mama's boy, but he is a very playful dog. So he will jump on you and bark as soon as you come in the door. Gamora, the newest one, she doesn't bark when you come in, but she's very happy to see you, and she's a little wiggle butt. But Belle, that is the sweetest dog I have. So, all right, we are just, what are we doing now? Oh, we're going to pull out the pork ribs because they are done. So, we're just pulling them out. Yeah, because as you can see, there wasn't a ton pork ribs. There may have been 3 or 4. So, those were tiny pieces. And then 2 full ones so far. And there's another full one. A small piece. Yeah, I don't leave any rib behind. So all those small pieces, if you've seen, it was like 3 full ones and a few small ones. And yes, I got the lighter out because I was having Josh to start the grill. And I figured he would need the lighter to be able to start the grill. And it was funny because he actually went out and had to come back and said, wait, I need fire. So yes, and look, there's Gabby girl following her mommy around. I need to give her a bath. She is something else. And of course, you see that little dog toy over there in front of the sink on the floor. There are dog toys all over my house because they are my babies. And you see me showing off my dishes, my older dishes that I have, because I love them, guys. There's just something about them. And yes, I'm going to move that paper so that when I open the steam valve on here, it doesn't make a huge mess. And we're going to hold the towel over it because sometimes it likes to splatter, and we're not trying to have splatter everywhere. And as I am doing this voiceover, guys, I am currently sitting outside. The temperature has finally cooled off some. It's 86 degrees. It is actually 9:02 p.m. Can you guys believe it? But it's okay. I don't have to get up and go to work in the morning. I'm debating on door dashing tomorrow. If I do, I might do it later in the evening, or I may just DoorDash on Sunday since I don't have a food pantry to go to. And I may take advantage of tomorrow and just spend the day with Josh. The girls will be here. Well, Hannah has to work, but Katie Bug, she has a friend over and she'll be here. So I may just, go outside and swelter in the heat some. We did get a little rain today, and that was nice. And look, there's Josh. You can't really see him. All you see is his body, like me. But there he is. He's ready to see. And to me, beef ribs look absolutely disgusting when they come out of here. I promise you though, if you'll stick around to see them at the end, they look totally different towards the end. So it's just something about when you're pulling them out and they're not coated in any sauce or anything. So I just have to take them out of here. And then I realized quickly that my bowl that I pulled out is just not big enough. So you'll see that. I thought I could get them in here. But beef ribs, that bone in them is humongous. That is a big old bone. Yeah, we might go outside tomorrow in the sweltering heat and see if we can get some more of the chicken coop done, because I am so ready to have my little girls, my little babies. They're not little anymore. They're still tinier. They're, my newer chickens. They're ready to have somewhere to run, and we got to get that worked on and finished up. But they're sweethearts too. So as you see there, I had to pull them all out. All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to go get these on the grill. I am going to put them on the grill. I am going to sauce them up. I'm not taking my camera out there to the grill because, it's super hot. I've got a lot to carry. Josh is helping me too, but I'll be back. So we're going to get them on the grill. And while we do that, I'm just going to pull out some of this pasta and put it over here. It is still hot. I know, guys. It's because I fell asleep. And that's for the pasta salad. And we are leaving the pasta water in the pot because I need that pasta water to help make my cheese sauce for the homemade mac and cheese. You can drain it and use just milk and stuff, but guys, we're being frugal over here. We're saving our money and we're using what we got in that pasta water. It works. I don't know how else to describe it, but it works to make a cheese sauce. So you just see me running around. Well, you don't see me, but I disappeared on you. I'm assuming I went to go get the ranch out of the fridge. That or check on a dog, who knows. Oh, yep, there's the ranch. Because I went easy this time. Normally I do like mayo, apple cider vinegar. I put my seasonings, green bell pepper, salt and pepper. Not this time, guys. I put Hidden Valley Ranch on it and called it a day. You can salt and pepper it when it's on your plate, But as far as making it, that is all this mama done. And it is actually really good. It just needs to get cold. So we are putting it in the fridge for it to get cold. And then we're gonna find some cheese. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm digging around in that fridge because I gotta find the cheese, and you know I got it. But I'm looking for that certain American cheese. There it is. That block of American cheese that we get from the food pantry. I still have several of them in the fridge because, you know, I try to make my stuff stretch and get the most out of it. So we don't, you know, just waste food around here. We try to stretch it and make it last. So that's what I'm looking for. This is the perfect style cheese if you're okay with your fake processed cheese, because it melts wonderfully. Like, it melts better than anything. But it might look like I'm going to be putting a lot in here. But that's because we want it cheesy. So I'm just going to continue to do that and cut it up and get it in there. And obviously I'm swinging my knife around because there's somebody over there talking to me. No telling who it is. It could be Josh or Hannah or Katie. There's no, actually it couldn't be Hannah because she was not home. So it was either Josh or Katie or her friend. It's so hard to believe that my baby girl will be in 8th grade this coming school year. I'm telling you, they grow up way too quick. My oldest one, she's finishing up school on the computer. But to just think that my baby is going to 8th grade and then it'll be high school for her. That's absolutely crazy. Oh. I know one thing, y'all may not have a video on Sunday because as of right now, I don't have anything recorded. And I don't know if I'm going to get anything recorded. I'll try to tomorrow, but there's no promises, guys. And if so, if I don't have one, it's going to be okay. I'll figure out something. I have had to learn that it's okay. If I don't get a video posted, it's not the end of the world, and you guys understand. So, because there for a while, I was very hard on myself as far as making sure that I had something to post every single day. And I just came to realize that, you know what? I'm a busy working mom, and everyone understands that. And if they don't understand that, then they can just, you know, kick rocks. So here we go, guys. Another bouncy ride for you. So I just brought the pasta back over. It's got the pasta water. It's got the cheese. I'm looking for something to stir it up so that that cheese will start to melt. That's really all we're doing. And I'm so disappointed, though, because of my nap. In that blue pot on the back, what you guys don't see is I had some eggs in there that I was boiling so that I could do deviled eggs, because your girl and Josh, we love some deviled eggs. I didn't get around to doing them, so that is something that I will do tomorrow. I actually just ate 2 boiled eggs today as is at work, so tomorrow maybe I'll make them and turn them into some deviled eggs. If not, it's going to be okay. So that's all I'm doing, is just stirring up and making sure that cheese melts. We like a really cheesy mac and cheese, and so it's still kind of liquidy, but the other cheese is melting perfectly. So very, very happy with how it's turning out. This is a super simple one too, as far as there's not really seasonings in this one. I could pull out some different seasonings and try to spice it up. But guys, it's just a simple mac and cheese. Macaroni noodles, cheese sauce. Keeping it simple, salt and pepper. And we just want a thick, creamy sauce. So I'm just giving it some stirs, and that's the trick, is to continuously stir it so that it doesn't stick, because as you guys can tell, I do enjoy using my Visionware, my glass cookware. So the trick with pasta and stuff is to make sure you're stirring it regularly, periodically. You don't want it to sit there and just be left alone, because if you leave it alone for way too long, it will stick to the bottom. I'm digging in the fridge now for some more cheese. I know y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, but it's gonna turn out perfect. And I do have my burner turned low. It's not turned super high, but as you can see, the red, it cuts on and cuts off. Like it does it on its own. It's the style of stovetop it is. It's nothing I do. It's not bad. It's just to keep it at that regular temp. It'll turn on and off. So here we are, stirring it some more. And maybe now's when I go grab that cheese. I thought I was grabbing that cheese earlier. Maybe I was putting the other cheese up. Not sure now. Yep, see, there we go. Colby Jack. We actually got that at the food pantry as well, guys. It's been a little while ago. So we're just gonna cheese it up, because the cheesier, the better. And what this cheese does is it'll actually just help to thicken up the cheesy sauce that's in there already. So that's all we're doing. Just, you know, thickening up, adding that extra cheese. And hi, Andrew, look at him. Even he wanted to make his appearance in the video today. He is a sweetheart. I'm telling you, when I first got that dog, you could not touch him. He was terrified of humans. And he has the prettiest blue eyes. Like, he is a sweet, sweet, sweet dog. Now, he'll cuddle up in my arms, and he'll come up, jump on me, and I can just hug him and pick him up. Not everyone. I can. Other people, no. So he is definitely a mama's boy. And he was hoping for some cheese. I know what he was hoping for. He said, Mama, you didn't pay the cheese tax. So here we go. We're just finishing up, trying to get it all done, because ready to eat, having a later dinner. Nobody was upset though, which is a plus side, because that means that even though I feel guilty sometimes for taking a nap or sitting down and doing nothing, because of the way I was brought up and raised, you weren't allowed to be doing nothing. I have learned, or actually I am learning, that it's okay to do nothing. It is okay to take a nap. It is okay to sit down. It is okay to play a game. And having a family like I do, my husband, Josh, my two girls, that they don't get upset if dinner's a little later, or they don't get upset if I say, oh, I did not get around to washing a load of clothes today, or hey, can you guys do this because I'm going to go soak in the tub. So that's been wonderful. And check it out, guys, they're in. Oh, and you can see Mora back there. Oh, no, I was hoping maybe she would show her face so that she could make her appearance too. And check it out, guys, there she is. There's Mora Bora. She is a cutie patootie. And there we have it. Look at that creamy mac and cheese, and look at how beautiful those beef ribs look. I'm telling you, I was so shocked and surprised at myself. I did not know that I had it in me to do that. And there's Josh. He is so ready to eat. He is looking at them, and he ate, I know, 4, I think, beef ribs, and said they were some of the best. And that 5-gallon bucket is my chicken bucket. That is what I call my chicken bucket. The kids call it a chicken bucket. It is where any and all kitchen scraps, and when I say all, I mean all. If it is cake, it goes in there. If it is broth, it goes in there. If it is yogurt, it goes in there. It does not matter. The chickens love it. So that's our dinner. Time for us to eat.